Radio V.
But we've only got 2 more minutes before we go out, so I wanted to come back and ask you this question. You said if you could take a pill and you could wake up not gay, you would. If you could take a pill and wake up not black, would you?
No, I'd still want to be black because my contention was about Narth was I hate the organization. I hate what they stand for, and it's like trying to be ex-Negro. You're Negro. That's it. I was born Negro. I was born gay.
There's
And
that
when
word again.
Yeah.
He loves it.
And I will use it on every show. But when I was born a Negro. When I was born gay, I wouldn't change that.
And
That's all I know.
despite
Like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And despite the discrimination, despite whatever you've experienced, and as being black, you wouldn't change that.
No, because I haven't had a negative experience being black aggressively.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I have to agree with Ralph, and I have had negative experiences, but I wouldn't change it.
Well,
I would not
I've
change
had
it for the
some
world.
negative experiences, but I've never been bashed. I've
Yeah.
never been.
No, if I had to do it all
if I-
again, I would absolutely be black. I would absolutely be a person
So
of
it's
color.
the interesting thing. You said yes, I would take a pill not to be gay, and you said you would not take a pill, or you would. Yeah, you would deny the pill, but you said you've had a very white life. What does that mean?
It means that I haven't been prejudiced against for being black, at least assertively or aggressively. I'm sure there were times when I was in Europe that maybe I wasn't able to get into the hostel because I was black, but in terms of, I've never blamed the white man for something that I didn't get because I always felt a part of everything, and I grew up in a white world. I was the only black in so many situations growing up. And there were times growing up that I was with other fellow Negroes, but say like in high school there were other Negroes there because I went to school with Michael Jackson and the part of the Jackson family. But I haven't had a life of hatred toward me, or at least not blatantly toward me. So for me to choose, I don't feel the need to.
And do you think that that's most of black people's experience?
Not at
No,
all.
not at all.
Not at all.
No,
Okay.
it just happens to be my experience. But that's why when
So you probably aren't the person I should ask that question to. You don't represent a good statistical sample.
well, no, because that's why when you were saying
Well, neither do you, because you grew up around all black people in the Bahamas,
Bahamas.
and you said race really wasn't like an issue kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, but I did spend some time back and forth during my childhood, and I have experienced racism, and I haven't been, I haven't dealt with sort of the cycle of institutionalized poverty in the black community, in inner cities and stuff like. I haven't gone through that. I didn't spend time in the projects, the question, it'd be interesting to ask this question to people
someone who had that experience.
Right,
to be
yeah,
somebody
because-
like Whoopi Goldberg, who's become so successful, but who
Or Jay-Z.
started,
Jay-Z has done
started
a
in the
whole
projects,
series of.
I've always
and to see-
assimilated
But
well.
my guess is that they wouldn't change it either. That's my guess. That's my guess is that they wouldn't change it either. It's something that makes you who you are, and you
I've
would
always
change it.
assimilated well. I've always walked into a room not feeling like, oh, that's right, I'm Negro. I walk into a room going, I'm Ralph,
I
and
can't.
then
Like, every time he says
and
the
then
word
it's after
Negro.
and then it's after the fact where I realize, oh, that's right, I'm the only black person.
But
here.
you know what's very interesting is I grew up in a very, very racist household. So it's interesting that the two half black, half white, and black guy didn't grow up in a super racist environment.
Yeah.
And me, the white guy, grows up in an extremely. If black people would have moved into our neighborhood when I was a kid, we would have moved.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now all you sleep with are black people, so it is interesting.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.